is Mike Murray, and I'm here in Huntington Beach, California, with the legendary Dave Brock.
I've been around martial arts for about 40 years. I started with judo first for about 3 years and went into Golden Glove boxing for about 4 years. Then I became interested in the martial arts my senior year in high school. Got my name up there pretty quick. I upset the #1 lightweight fighter in the world named Benny the Jet Urquidez at the 1974 Long Beach Internationals at the Long Beach Arena.
I think those of us in the fight game, we know who Benny the Jet is.
Yeah, he was great. And, you know, nobody really knew this except for a couple of my friends, but I said it's going to come down to him and I'm training to beat him.
You've become a promoter of mixed martial arts, and we also wanted to ask you what you thought of that.
When we were fighting those days, Benny the Jet, when I fought Benny the Jet, there were no pads. We had nothing on our hands and our feet, and there were takedowns, and there were punches on the ground, and you had a bunch of, we could stomp you, and we could punch you, and we could slam you, and do all that stuff. The only thing we couldn't do was grab you in a submission hole and choke you out. That's where it evolved, okay? So to me, we pretty much revolutionized the sport of mixed martial art back then to where it is today, except now there's more ground, and which is great. The mixed martial arts today is real. You got to be an incredible athlete. You got to train in boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, ground fighting, wrestling, you know, all these different forms. And this is what I like. That's what I try to show my students. Not only do we try to, you know, stay within our system, which is called Kempo Karate, to show our self-defense, but I broke away from the traditional Kempo stuff 20 years ago, you know, to be caught up into what the world of mixed martial arts was coming to. I thought we were doing it a long time ago, myself and my students. In 2006 is when it became legal in California to promote shows, so I figured I'm going to put my name in the hat. And you had to have letters of recommendation. You had to know people in the business, because there was over 100 people at the California State Athletic Commission hearing in Los Angeles to get their license. They chose 15 of them. They called off the 15 names, and I was one of them. And I was honored by that, because I know the only reason I got it was because of the past reputation. And so I knew a lot of people in the business. Dana White, the president of UFC, he actually wrote a letter and gave an okay to the commission and said, hey, Dave Brock's a good guy. Let's give that guy a license. Because I was there among multi-millionaire guys, and I had, you know, $5 in my pocket to become a promoter. So, but we were real successful. We had 4 shows. We had 3 here in California that were very successful, a lot of fun. And then we went over to the Philippines and did a big show. A buddy of mine owns Platinum Fighting out of Las Vegas, and he called me and said, Dave, you're in charge of my show. I want you to direct it, produce it, the whole thing, get it going. So I introduced him to, you know, Hoist Gracie, Ken Shamrock, Josh Burnett, Gokor, Babalu Brawl, Mike Whitehead, Rico. I mean, a lot of these big name fighters came to the Philippines with us, and so it was a great show.